Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you've seen and if you want to see more. Coming up in today's video, Canterbury Bulldogs make some shrewd signings for their backline, and this Kiwi legend and gentleman decides on his future. So Benji Marshall, as the Kiwi legend, has confirmed his retirement from the game on Wednesday afternoon, following 19 seasons in the NRL. That will be best remembered for his time with the West Tigers, but it came to the end with the South Sydney Rabbitohs. An emotional Marshall struggled to utter words of his retirement at the beginning of a press conference that he held. At 36, he has spent more than half his time on this planet in the NRL, and he's doing so has inspired a generation of Kiwi kids to play Rugby League and want to do the sidestep and flip pass like Benji. The 2005 Premier winners with West Tigers and World Cup victor with the Kiwis in 2008 said it was the message from his cousin on Wednesday morning that summed up his career best to himself. It went along the lines of that Marshall has done a lot of things in his career, many highlights, achievements and proud moments, but the kid from Wakatane was also responsible for giving future generations of Kiwis belief in their endeavour. But the thing I'll be most proud of is what I got all this morning. That I set a pathway for our family to follow that was different from the normal back home, Marshall said. Gave them something to aspire to, something to chase. Made it possible for them that if I can live my dreams, they can live their dreams. So that's what I'll be most proud of. I started off my journey in Rugby League as a small boy from Wakatane, chasing a dream, and I leave the game as a grown man, Marshall said. Despite missing out on the fairy tale farewell on Sunday's grand final with an astonishing 14-12 defeat to Penrith and attracting interest from other clubs to play on, Marshall wanted to go out on his own terms. The timing couldn't have been more perfect, he said. I did consider playing on, but more I thought about it, the more it was time to move on. He didn't drag the decision out, but was also glad he did not make the call before the grand final, so there was no distraction for the Rabbitohs. On Tuesday morning, he told his wife, Zoe, that he was done. A little over 24 hours later, it was confirmed to be already suspected to the world of Rugby League. For all of his success, it's often forgotten Marshall had 5 shoulder reconstructions in the first 5 years of his career and was told to retire. For me, I'm proud of the way I fought back from all my setbacks, he said on the Wednesday. Marshall made a point of thanking all of his coaches, teammates and family, including his rock of a wife, Zoe. He said, I feel privileged and honoured at what the game has given me and the life that I've been able to live. Marshall shot to fame with the West Tigers when he debuted in 2003 with his flick pass to Pat Richards in the 2005 decider, which was one of the most famous grand final moments. He staved off the retirement twice, linking up with Wayne Bennett at Brisbane in 2017, before being released by St George Illawarra following a short rugby stint with the Blues, and again with the master coach with the Souths this year. On Wednesday, he said if it wasn't for Bennett, he would have most likely have retired in 2017. Sometimes you have a special connection with a player and a coach, with some would say father and son relationship. But Wayne, I really wanted to thank you for the opportunity, for you believing and trusting in me to have this moment today. Without you, this wouldn't be the same. Thank you, mate, Marshall said of his former coach. But after playing as a number 14 for the majority of 2021, he will finish his career with 346 games, the most by a New Zealander to play in the NRL. Bennett said it was hard to compare all the best players, but Marshall would have to be in that category as well. He's in that category. He's had a great influence on a whole generation of rugby league players, and I've always gravitated towards him during his playing since I first saw him play. As I have said countless occasions, I would be over football, but I'd want to watch him play, Bennett said. He was so exciting, he brought that unpredictable, which is part of the game, for all of his career. Marshall has always enjoyed a glittering career with the Kiwis, playing 31 tests, including the stunning 2008 World Cup final triumph for Australia. He won the Golden Boots Award for the Best International Player in 2010 and went on to captain his country before falling out of favour with then Kiwis coach Stephen Kearns. Carney even. But after a 7-year absence, he made an emotional return to the black and white jersey in a win over Tonga in 2019. He was coach Michael Maguire reinstated Marshall as skipper for the tests against Australia and Great Britain at the end of 2019, and he leaves the game with the New Zealand record for the most appearances as captain. His Kiwis teammate Sean Johnson led the tributes. I've been fortunate to rub shoulders with some of the very best to do it, but if you were to ask me who's the top of that list, my answer would be Benji. My idol turned into my roomie, and now my brother. Crazy, you showed me how there is a place for the small skinny kid with a jump wobble head side step on the biggest stage, Johnson wrote. Marshall has already sorted out his next step in his career. He signed a 2-year deal with Fox Sports to continue his work in the media as an analyst and pundit. Marshall has been working with the NRL's key broadcaster in a part-time role around his playing commitments for a number of years. So we'll get to see him more and more again in Rugby League as a pundit. But thank you, Benji Marshall. Lots of side steps will be missed, but I'm sure you've inspired the next generations to take over that mantle. Now this one came out of the blue, as Rugby League's Fox, Josh Adokar, is now a dog and joins the former Storm star is ready to leave his comfort zone and lead the rebuilding Canterbury Bulldogs to greater heights. The Bulldogs unveiled Adokar in his new club colours this week in a brilliant sight for long-suffering Bulldogs fans. The New South Wales origin flyer is keen to become a leader at Canterbury after learning off the likes of Cam Smith and coach Craig Bellamy during the 5 seasons in Melbourne. Adokar believes he can help the Bulldogs, last year's Wooden Spooners, to build something special. The club is definitely moving in the right direction, said Adokar. I think I've come at a good time. There are some awesome players here, and I'm keen to learn of them. For myself, it is probably to step out of my comfort zone and come to Bulldogs. I love helping people, so to try and lead the club in the right direction. I've spent 5 seasons in Melbourne and I've some great memories there, but I just wanted to try something new at another team. It feels pretty weird, but I'm super excited about 2022 and I can't wait to rip in with the boys to get to know everyone. Former Canterbury captain Andrew Ryan couldn't be happier as the Bulldogs build one of the NRL's best backlines. Ryan, who has played 218 games for Canterbury and captained the team into the 2004 Premiership, is excited about the club's signings like Adokar. He's particularly pumped about this signature of Premiership winning Perth centre Matt Burton. Ryan coached Burton in the country ladder on the 16 side that toured Samoa and in New South Wales under 20s. So he knows how dominant his fellow boy from Dubbo can be despite his off the field unassuming demeanour. It's funny, on the field Matty just goes about his business and looks so confident and loud and upbeat, but around the group, from my dealings with him, he's pretty quiet, said Ryan, who is a St John's Dubbo junior like Burton and Penrith co-captain Isaiah Yeo. He's obviously just has so much confidence in himself that once he gets out on the field he explodes, which is fantastic to see. I remember Mark O'Meara talking about Matty playing for the New South Wales 20s side. We had a few big talkers in the team, like Take Wilton, who has played NRL. Mark said Matty doesn't say too much in training, but he goes out on the field and gets the man of the match. I just love that about Matty, that he can flick a switch and go on the field. So it looks like Canterbury are making some shrewd moves with a Premiership winner and multiple Premiership winner over the last few years joining their ranks. And they're already adding to the back line that includes Matt Duffy and Brett Naden, 2 people who have scored quite a few tries over the last couple of seasons. So whether they can get it together from being wooden spoonists to playoff makers is another story, but we're going to have to wait and see, and that's what's going to be exciting about 2022. But with these 2 gentlemen moving to Canterbury, what's your thoughts? Well, let me know in the comments below. So that's it for another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember, like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, and also have your say in the comments about what your thoughts are on today's videos. Do you think the Bulldogs are making some shrewd signings, or do you think that NRL and the Rugby League in general will miss Benji Marshall the most? I know I like some of this stuff that he's done previously, but not to England, obviously. But yes, I think we're a lesser sport without Benji Marshall this time. There are good players out there, but they seem to be leaving. Watane Zelezniak? Anyway, I'll just say thank you so much for watching. Please remember, like, subscribe and share this video worldwide to your mates. Let's grow our fantastic sport, as I say in every single video. But in the meantime, stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.